Hello, my name is Ryan for Ready, Set, Do, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to play guitar. Alright, so to start off, you're going to need yourself a guitar. You want it tuned in E standard tuning, which means that assuming, starting from the thickest string to your thinnest, so this way, you want it tuned E, A, D, G, E, E. You're going to want to have yourself a amplifier, either digital or tube amp, so I'm actually sitting on mine. Try and make visible. There you go. Pretty big. The louder the amp, probably the better. It just gives your sound more quality. I don't know why it happens, it just does. So yeah, if you ever get in trouble for playing loud, just make that excuse, guys. I mean, I actually have in the past. I'm sorry if you're my neighbor. You're gonna wanna have yourself a guitar pick, and you also, this is optional, I've got mine behind me here. You might want to have yourself some pedals. These are heavy. What pedals do are they basically personalize your sound a little bit more of your guitar, and they just make your guitar more personable to you. Gives it personality. So for starters, you want to make sure you're using your pick the correct way. So first of all, when you're holding your pick, you want your pointer finger to sort of curl in like that, right? And then you want to bring up your thumb so that your thumb is parallel with the tip of your pointer finger. And obviously your pick would go between them and you're holding the pick correctly. This is important because it lets you play a lot more efficiently, and you don't want to be tight on your grip. You don't want to have your, all your strength, going into that pick. You actually want to be very relaxed when you're doing this, and you'll play a lot nicer. To just get started on picking, all you really want to do is just pick up and down like this. Yeah, you can make it fun like that. Once you've got that, you've got your basic picking down. You definitely want to practice as well, getting started with your left hand while practicing your picking as well. So the way you would do that is, well, first of all, I should explain what a fret is. So a fret on the guitar is these little lines going up the guitar like that. That's a fret. So this right here is the first fret. If I were to tell you to play the first fret, you put your finger behind it, right there. Not on it, and not in front of it, behind it, and you're playing the first fret. A good warm-up for your hands and such is to just go up all your strings, going 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 fret, 1, 2, 3, 4 fret, 1, 2, 3, 4 fret, just like that. So well, if you can get that down pretty quick, you should be set to start working on some more advanced stuff. Obviously, you don't have to get that perfectly down before you start working on more stuff, but it's just good to know. Good warm up. So chords, what are chords? A chord is basically when you play more than one note at once. It is key in music. All music has chords. I'm telling you this as a fact, unless it's like solo instrumental, but you have multiple types of chords. You've got power chord. You've got yourself a full chord. And then you've got yourself just harder and more annoying full chords. Yeah, that chord you just watched me try to do, I suck at it. It's a very difficult chord. You got chords like this though. There are a lot of chords, all right? There's a lot of chords. Just you've got to practice these, but once you practice them, you get them down pretty fast. So a simple chord just to start with, and it's the power chord. It is, it's a very useful type of chord. It's the easiest one to do, which is why I'm going to teach it to you. I'm going to start you off with a simple open power chord. So let's start off on your E string, which is the string closest to you this way. So E string is your thickest string. So I would like you to play that open, and then on the next string up from that, the A string, play the second fret at the same time, and you get this. That is an open power chord. Now let's say you slid the notes up a half step, so just one fret, and now you have a proper power chord. So 1 and 3. So 1 on the E string, 3 on the A string. And that is your power chord shape. It works pretty much everywhere except like really high up. So yeah, once you got your power chords down, you know, you can start doing some fun stuff. So once you've learned, you know, basic picking, you know, your basic chords, you're probably definitely going to want to learn some tricks, because tricks is what makes guitar so unique, because it has the most tricks and the most amazing tricks of any instrument by far. To start off, you have the slide. Very simple, you can figure that one out. Hammer-ons. What you want to do, play a note, then slam another finger onto the next note. So without picking, by the way, you don't just, you go like that. They're good fun. You've got a bend. A bend is exactly what it sounds like. You take a note and bend it. Good fun. You've got harmonics. Harmonics are when you basically, regular harmonics, by the way, if you actually know guitar and are judging me right now. On your every 12th fret, you have a regular harmonic. You can actually activate harmonics anywhere in the same way that I'm about to show you, but the main ones are on every 12th fret. So 12th on the E would sound like this. It's exactly the same as if you just played a regular 12th note on the E, except for one thing, and it's that you could do this versus doing this. The same string making a different noise. And if you don't have a 24-string guitar, or string, oh my god. If you don't have a 24-fret guitar, don't worry about not being able to play these ones. These are actually the best ones, so it would really suck if you were missing out on it. Except for the fact that if you just go to the 5th fret, you can do it from there, doing the same exact thing. You do have to be more precise though, but as you can see, it is exactly the same. And it is so beautiful, especially if you're doing a solo where you're down there rather than up here. It's so nice to be able to do it from multiple spots for that one. So, and it's really good if you don't have 24 frets. So, very glad that's the thing. You also have pinch harmonics. Pinch harmonics are a little more difficult. They're actually a lot more difficult. What you do is you basically, you take your pick and your thumb, and you squeeze. If you don't have a lot of skin on your thumb, you actually just want to slide your thumb closer to the edge of the pick. But what you want to happen here is have your skin sort of go out just enough so that when you pick, both the skin of your thumb and the actual pick will hit the string at the same time, causing this note to turn into, well, this note. If you're new to pinch harmonics, these are very hard to learn. If you go up 12 notes from the note that you're doing, so if it was this note, it'd be right here, it makes it a lot easier to start popping these out. So it's good to know if you're new to that, and then start working to being able to do it from just anywhere. But yeah, these are all fun tricks. If you have a whammy bar, which is this thing right here that floats above my bridge, if you were to push down on that, you get this effect. These are fun, especially when combined with other stuff. I have spent so much time in my life just messing around with a lot of these tricks, especially the whammy bar. They're so much fun. I hope that if you have one, you get as much joy out of it as I have. So finally, I'm going to talk about improvising. Improvising is, well, it's taking what you know and making something out of it. And that's really important with all things in life. I can't really tell you how to improvise because improvising requires you to have your own free thinking, right? So I will guide you on how to get better at it. So how do you get better at improvising? Well, first of all, you've got to practice. Practice, first of all, your main skills of playing guitar. And you also want to practice improvising now. You don't want to practice making whole songs of improvising. If you're new to improvising, especially on guitar, you don't want to do that. That will discourage you because it won't come out good. And trust me, because I'm a self-taught guitarist for the most part. So most of my stuff was improvising. And I tried to improvise way more than I should have. And it harmed me a lot when it came to learning. So start small. So even if it's just a simple lick, you know, like even if it's like, say, not that. Just simple, small things. They go a long way. You might even use them later on in your guitar career if you continue that. I know I have. I actually have a lick from 1.5 years ago. I just used it a couple days ago, and I didn't even remember I had it. You just gotta work your way up, and just keep on practicing. This is an example of improvising, I suppose. And yeah, that's what you can get to by just practice. A lot of practice, I'll tell you that much. But it pays off. I've been playing guitar for a good while now, so 2.5 years. So yeah, I mean, just practice, and eventually you'll get to that point. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope that you're inspired to maybe try out guitar for yourself. Definitely don't give up on it if you do. I know it can be hard at times. If you'd like to see more from me, you can check me out on YouTube at Ryan the Valiant. You can also check me out on Instagram at Ryan O'Rourke. That's actually in the description to a lot of my YouTube videos, so it's easier to get there that way. And hey, if you try out guitar, check me out on Instagram and DM me, and I can help you out. I could help you with your progress and all that. So without further ado, ready, set, do.